Hey guys, so we're looking at this beautiful bike here. I've known about this for 8 years, and the guy I bought it from, Brent, some of you guys know him. All these years, none of us has snapped to the fact that it's got a bull neck frame and an offset fork. So how did that happen on a 1945? Well, I wasn't born yet. So obviously somebody stuck this 45 motor into this chassis. Why would they do that? Well, that means the other motor blew up. So back in the day, it didn't matter all that much. And with the history of this machine, it still is a very nice bike. It is what it is. It's a historical preserved bike that was sold as it is in 1949. So, if this was a bona fide, wow, this condition, original paint, 46 or 45, you'd be looking at a $125,000 motorcycle. You know it, I know it, everybody knows it. Just how it is. Well, this is for sale. It's 75 grand. It is not a restoration. It's not a recreated bike. It is as the dealer sold it in 1949 with a frame-up rebuild. The difference is it has this Heather's leather seat on an original pan, because the seat it came with, the leather was cracked and gone. Same seat, but the pan itself is a recover so you can ride it. So the other thing is, my buddy put this pouch on with his old Buco badge. This is a 70s pouch. And this is a Buco badge from back in the day to make it look antique. He put that on, and this rear rail, he stuck that on when he changed the seat because it matched. And I was discussing it with him just on the phone just a few minutes ago, and neither one of us had ever seen these type of rails before. See how thick it is, and see how thick the leather is, so they've got longer studs. As was told to me, these bags here were about the best bags you could buy back in the day. They're stupid as cool. They've got these two little pouches on the inside here. I'll open it back up. And they need to be juiced up with some Murphy's Wood soap. It's got a pouch here, which hasn't been used in forever. Come on over here. And we got a pouch over here, which I've never seen on any bags ever. This is the only set of these bags I've ever had or seen or heard of. And here's the stamp right here. That's the stamp. Let me see if I can read it here. Crooked doesn't work. Maurice F. Allen. So these were the best of the best back in the day. I'm not going to open them up again. We've got photos because I don't want to crack anything. They need to be, get some Murphy's Wood soap on that and juice it back up. So the motor came to my guy as an 80-inch. It's got UL flywheels and 74 handles. Now the reality is, if you want the best running knucklehead you can get, and you could order it this way through the factory race department, not a problem, would be an 80-inch knucklehead. So they did port and polish and cam and whatever you ask them for. I've well proven that on the YouTube with documentation from Harley. Whatever the fuck you want, send it to the race department. People built hot rods back then just like they do today. They did custom bikes back then just like they do today. So the dealer took and blinged it up. So I think he chromed the fork. We have some age differences on the chroming of the fork to the front crash bar and some other things. So I think it was a chrome package that the dealer re-blinged up even more so back when he sold it. And more than likely he took a blown up, wore out motor, tossed it on the shelf for parts, and put this 45 in it. We will never know exactly, but until just before this video, I didn't snap to the frame and the fork. The rest of the bike's so cool, I'm like, bling, bling, bling. And I did that 8 years ago. And I called him up, he's like, really? I never even noticed. So, you can take him at his word, or he can say, you know, hey, I forgot to tell you. He could have told me that, so he probably didn't notice. This is a man that was building chopper knuckleheads back in the 70s with like bikes that were brand new back then. He took the best bike he could and built choppers out of it. So he's well versed in knuckleheads, and he either didn't notice or forgot. Don't know. I didn't notice. As well as I know these bikes, I know them as good as anybody, and I didn't notice that until just now. I'm like, wait a minute, what's the deal with that late frame? What? Like, what the fuck? But it's still a really cool bike. That makes it a very expensive motorcycle. It is for sale. It is $75,000. We're going to fire it up hopefully today and make another video. And I haven't checked the belly numbers. I got pictures all around. I wanted to get it fired up first and run it while everything's tight, and then I'll take pictures of the belly numbers. So as of right now, we assume it's got matching belly numbers. So once we get those pictures done and the fired up video, and then we'll make another video if need be. You don't see another video going, oh, I found out it's mismatching numbers, and yes, it's matching numbers, because I'll make another video if I need to. But that's that. I still love this bike. I'm kind of bummed about the frame and fork, obviously, as anybody would be, but it's still one hell of a fucking nice bike. Like, wow, wow, wow. So, but it is what it is. But that gives you an idea why a real high-end OP brings fucking real high-end OP money. And anyhow, I got the magic meter, so let's do some testing and see what our thicknesses are. So 4.33, 6.0, 5.4, 4.83. And again, this is a dealer repaint back in the day. 4.53. This is not a modern paint job. Modern paint job is going to be 11, 12, 18. This is a microns. So let's test the frame. See what we got here on the frame. See, that's a thick part. That's 3.59. Let's get another frame area. And 2.12 there. So we do have an original paint frame. Let's do a little more testing over here. Which it looks original paint. That's what I would have said without the meter, but the meter just confirms what you're seeing. 1.81 and the toolbox 2.84, so the toolbox is original paint, which is exactly what it looks like. Do a little headstock test, and this is 2.54. Now this is a UU frame on the neck right here. So my UU bull neck frame, let me see if I remember right. Mud Dauber, I can't remember if Mud Dauber had a bull neck frame or not. It was 3,000 and something. I think it did. Pretty sure it did. But I remember it had MC back here. So I can't date whether it's a 46 frame or a 47 frame with the UU on there. My assumption is it is a late 46 frame. That's an assumption. I don't have a late 46 original paint here, and I don't have early 47 original paint here to confirm that. So if somebody has one of those two bikes with this marking, the UU on the neck, I would dearly love to know about it and see what that is. And a buddy of mine does have a late 46 with a bull neck frame that's like fucking brand new, which I missed back in the day. It got sold. Wish I'd have bought it. But I'm going to call him up and see what his frame neck says. And we'll make another video as we discover that. So that's that. More discovery on the machine. As we discover it, we'll make more videos. But it's still a cool bike. It's, in my opinion, worth what I'm asking. It ain't worth a fucking thing until somebody pays you any money. None of this stuff is. So that's that. Gas is about a year old, so we're going to get some fresh gas and mix it. And the oil's drained. We got to get some oil. And we're hopefully going to get this bike fired up today. And if we fire it up, we'll make a video of firing it up and riding it. So that's that. I will see you guys on the next video. Have a good one.